Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Bullion Bullz trading. As you know, we totally trade based on strict rules. Today the market's looking mixed. You can see that we have on 1 and 5 minutes we're looking bearish. On 15 and 30 minutes we're looking bullish. However, the market is still overall bullish. Today, the reason for starting late is because we had news at, where is it? Today was Monday, right? Yeah. So yeah, we had news at 8. So whenever there is news, we start at 8:30. Also, we have another news where President Trump speaks at 9 a.m. 11 a.m. Eastern and 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. I'm actually located in Mountain Standard Time. So that's why, market is kind of waiting for his address. Once we have, once he addresses the market, I feel like we're going to start again pushing to the upside. Overall, the market's still bullish, and we're only trading the bull side today. We're not looking for the bear side. So this was the retracement that happened in the morning. However, since there was news, we decided to stay away from. We decided to stay away from the charts. This stops you from, taking any trades, and this makes you more disciplined. So one tip I can give you guys, especially when you guys are, trading on the news days, you can always start 30 minutes after the news. You don't need to start before the news, because what's going to happen is you're going to be tempted to take the trades. And a lot of people must have blown their accounts yesterday because instead of because of the geopolitical tensions and what's going on in the Middle East, we would expect gold to rip, whereas gold behaved very differently. It gapped up, it started pushing, and then it did a lot of ranging, and then trend, then range, which is normal price action. However, everyone expected in such a situation for price to rip aggressively, which was not the case in case of gold. You can see, especially, it kind of has pretty much filled the entire gap here. Almost a little bit is left. So it's almost like retesting its gap, the gap up that was created during the Asian session. Now, for today, our bias is going to be bullish. We are extremely bullish on the market. If you can look at, higher time frame. If we see higher time frame, we see wait. Yeah, we see here higher time frame is still bullish. We do see, price gapping up and opening above the previous day candle. And you know what that means, right? You know that when that happens, price is primed for breakouts. You will see more breakouts happening. We still have this zone right here, which is our resistance. This is where price, aggressively went down from last time. So we might have more sellers coming in here, or people trying to take profits there. And that's exactly, what you can see, like right here. As soon as it touched, we see that sell coming in. Now, if we break this level, we should see price pushing up aggressively. However, for now, we are still waiting on, that the address, that 11 a.m. address that President Trump has, right? So that is the only time when the market will start moving actually. And we would again trade 30 minutes after him addressing the markets. So going back to our analysis, we can see price is cleanly trending above the band. Price is bullish. Okay, our overall bias is bullish on daily. We go to 6 hour, we see price is bullish. We go to 4 hour, price is bullish. We go to 1 hour, price is bullish. We go to 30 minutes, price is still bullish, right? Now, now given this information, we are only looking for bull trades in the market. We are only looking for bullish trades in the market and only looking for buys in the market for now. Until otherwise, until we get additional information which points towards bearish market. But for now, we're extremely bullish on the market and we are only looking for buy trades. Next, you can 30 minute and 15 minutes are both bullish, and the 5 minute and the 1 minute are bearish. As soon as the 5 minute turns bullish, we're gonna wait for 1 minute to turn bullish, right? Once 5 minute turns bullish, we have the market structure that will tell us that okay, yeah, price is looking bullish. Overall, bias is bullish. We want structure to turn bullish, and then the volume needs to align with the buy side. More buyers have to step in for then us to take trade with the buyers back to this zone right here. So we'll wait for now and let's see what happens, because right now the market looks mixed, and it's just waiting for now for President Trump's address. So you can see 1 minute has turned bullish. However, we still need 5 minute to turn bullish. Once 5 minute turns bullish, because think about it, right, guys? What we're doing here is we are aligning our different time frames together to maximize our chance of taking the right direction in the market. And we also want to trade the path of least resistance. If you're trading in the direction of the trend, the overall higher time frame trend, you are less likely to get stopped out and you're more likely to have your take profits hit, right? So for now, we're just going to wait, because if you look at it here, our dashboard is telling us its market is mixed. The session is quiet. There's not a lot of volume in the market right now. And we can also see here that the volume is still not dominating on the buy side, right? So plus we have band which is mixed, and it's telling us that uh, unless the band is clean, we can start looking for our setups. But for now, the band is mixed, and that's why we're avoiding. And especially with Trump speaking at 11 a.m., we need to wait. And how do we know that he's going to speak? Number one, we have Forex Factory telling us that he's going to speak at 11 a.m. right here. And then we also have Financial Juice, as I mentioned during my Friday live stream, that we have, we have to keep an eye on Financial Juice. And if you can see, like right here, all the breaking news is coming out. And as the breaking news comes out, we can keep an eye on news that that can impact gold. Yeah, so right now the situation is still tense, and we're still, along with the bias, still bullish on gold overall. So we just gotta wait and watch how the market responds. We do see this double bottom forming here, and then price, once reversed, it can rip through this level aggressively, or it can potentially range. Do you know this could be a range as well? Like if you look at it, right? So we could see that we have a parallel channel that's being drawn here, right? So if we go from here and then just take this to this level, this could be just a parallel channel that price just keeps ranging from. So price comes here, goes there, comes here, goes there. This could be it basically. But again, for the buy side, we are only looking for buys. So what we would want is we would want to see price coming to this level again, right? So for now, it's just a waiting game for us. The market is pretty uh, like it's pretty much ranging right now. There's no volume, no, it has turned choppy. So whenever it's choppy, we don't trade the markets. We just wait. Just to walk you through, our higher time frame actually builds our bias. So as I mentioned earlier, our bias for the day is going to be bullish because all the higher time frames are pointing towards bullish, and we want to be trading towards the path of least resistance, right? So right now we're just waiting for lower time frames to align with higher time frames. And 1 minute is aligned. However, we need the 5 minute aligned first and then the 1 minute. Next, we want the structure to align. So we want something like this where the price starts trending above the band, which is telling us that, it's bullish market structure. And then once we have those two things aligned, we want the volume to pick up in that direction, which would be seen here as buyers will step in and start buying the market. Once that happens, we're going to jump in and we're going to take our setup based on the signal that you'll see here. These are different setups that you see. These are signals, right? Our setups, our signals actually indicate our setups. So we have an A setup, we have A plus setup, and then we have C setup. An A plus setup in the direction of the trend is extremely bullish and is a low risk setup. And sorry, an A plus setup. An A setup is more riskier than A plus, and the C is the lowest quality setup. So that's why, and the different criterias that trigger within the strategy, which lead to these signals getting fired, right? So for now, we're just gonna wait. Where market is mixed, and it's just waiting for President Trump to come in and speak. And you can see that pretty much everything is at a standstill for now. So we're just gonna wait for now. Yeah, like what it does is with with trading, if you can be disciplined and not fall into FOMO, you will be able to take advantage of such markets, right? You will be able to take advantage of such markets because number one, you're not going to fall into FOMO. And if you don't fall into FOMO and you follow your rules, you're actually a disciplined trader. You're following your rules. You're waiting for your setup to form. You're waiting for that alignment with the overall market. And then you're taking your trade. You might take less trades during the week, but the trades you take are going to be high probability trades, right? And And that's what the goal for us is. We want to take high probability trade, high probability setups, which would then form and enable us to take advantage of these markets. I'm just gonna wait for Trump to speak. I'm gonna mute this for a little bit, and I'll be back. Yeah, guys, there's still time. There's still like 13 minutes to go for Trump to speak. So we're just gonna wait. Yeah, the market is in a clear range right now. It's just in a range. We do see that, there was a big sell-off that happened initially last time when the gold dumped 11% in a day, and market tested that level, you know, just brushed it and then reversed coming back down. And this could be a huge range. Like the range could be from 386 to 420. What much is it? 306 to 422. Um, and market could be in this range for a while. But for now, also the volatility is starting to come down as well. We're gonna wait, and once Trump addresses, after 30 minutes after that, we would try to find our trade setup. The amazing thing about Bullion Bullz trading system is that you don't have to jump into a market when the market is not, it will clearly tell you that the market is indecisive right now. And currently you can see we have range conditions coming up. We have band being mixed. The verdict is skip. So nothing is, nothing is pointing towards uh, taking the trade. So we're just gonna wait. We're just gonna wait and wait for our setup to form. Wait for the start. Wait for the structure to get created. Wait for the volume to come in, and that's when we'll take our setup. For now, we are bullish. Um, if higher time frame turns bearish, then we will start looking for bearish trades. But for now, we are looking bullish. Yeah, yeah, we're looking bullish right now. Price opened above the previous day high, above the Friday high, right? And we had nice price structure, and then eventually price kind of went into a range. This was actually also supported by a lot of volume when the price was moving up. Now we just have to wait and you know wait for the address, wait for President Trump to speak at yeah, at 11 a.m. Eastern. The market's a bit slow today. Yeah, I'll look into actually streaming the Asian session starting today, and even if we can stream London session, but I'll have to look into that. Normally I do trade Asian sessions, so I feel like Asian's gonna be having a lot of volatility starting today. So we will see if we can start trading Asian session, but it totally depends on the market itself as well. I'll keep you guys posted if we start trading Asian session. While we're waiting, let's go through the metaf.net and see where when the volatility of gold is coming in. So the gold is most volatile at 7 a.m. And if the news is at 8, we can try to come in at 7, and instead of starting at 9:30, we can start at 9, um, and keep an eye on the markets and see if our setups form. So this could be just for educational purposes. Yeah, remember guys, I just wanted to remind everyone that Bullion Bulls is what you're watching. We're trading only on demo accounts. We're not trading our real money. Also, uh, this is only for educational purposes and entertainment purposes. Do not copy our trades. Just learn from this, because this is showing you another way of trading. You will see people trading discretionary on YouTube. What we trade is we trade our Bullion Bulls trading system, and Bullion Bulls trading system ensures that we are aligned with the market, and we take trades of least resistance. Like it's given, like when you're trading with the overall trend, you will get good trades, and also those are high probability trades, and that's where the alignment actually helps, right? So this is just to show you guys another way of another method of trading, right? There are different types. There is ICT, there is candle range theory, there is support and resistance. This is a mixture of the most known concepts, right? We have liquidity added to this, we have market structure, we have uh, what else we have? We have the different moving averages, and which help us, determine the market structure. We have our oscillator here, which helps us with the overall bias, and we also have volume, which is major in trading the financial markets. You need to have volume. If you don't have volume, you are blind, you don't know which direction to take, because what's going to happen is a lot of people are going to trade blindly um, with FOMO, because the market would be ranging, and they would think that the market is bullish and they will try to take the trade. But in essence, the market would be ranging since there is no volume in the market. However, with Bullion Bullz Trendmaster, we're able to see that volume and jump into a trade in the direction of the buyers, like buyers and sellers, right? So if if it's a buy, we're jumping in with the buyers. If it's selling, if the market's selling, we're jumping in with the sellers, right? So these are some of the things that help us, right? We have our bias that is determined through oscillator. Then we have our market structure that is determined through our band here. And then we have volume that is determined through our trend master here, which then helps us take good trades in the market. And why do we call this Bullion Bullz AI system? Because our unique system actually changes from green to purple whenever the market is extremely bullish and has strong momentum behind it, right? And you can see it turns from green to purple here, right? And the market is aggressive as soon as it moves up, right? If you look here, you can see whenever the band is purple, the market is pushing up. Whenever the band is purple, the market is pushing up. Whenever the band is purple, the market is pushing up. So these are some of the ways we have, added market structure along with, you know, your traditional indicators. And in order to avoid the lagging behavior, we have added volume, which is a non-lagging indicator, right? Which is a non-lagging indicator because you're trading in the direction of the volume. So this actually helps us be more strict, more disciplined, and avoid FOMO in our trading. It's 3 minutes to Trump is going to be speaking in 3 minutes. We just have to wait. I'm just going to mute for the time being, and I'm going to keep the charts open. And anyone joining now, like you can see, we're actually ranging, which the market is just range bound for now. We have the previous day high right here. Market can come back, test the previous day high and reverse, because a lot of orders will be sitting here, and this is mainly just the gap up that happened in the market last night, right? So we just gotta wait for, if price comes here, we could see something like this. Where is it? We can see like something like this, right? We can see something like this, or we just have to wait for now, or it can just break it and then just take the liquidity down here as well, or it just comes in, takes these orders that are sitting here, and then reverses and pushes back up. Yeah, we're not going to be trying to trade pullbacks, or we're not going to be trying to trade those things. We're only trading in the direction of the trend. That's the Bullion Bullz trading system. Those are our rules, and we're going to follow our rules when taking our trades. So yeah, like he's about to speak, I think, in like 2 minutes actually. Then as he speaks, market is going to react. So we just have to wait for 30 minutes after he speaks to try to see the direction we want to take for the day. Yeah, the market is still waiting, right? Yeah, you can see like how we decided not to take the trade, right? We were not planning to take any trades because, see, the the 1 minute has turned bearish again from bullish, and it's only because we did not have higher time frame confluence. We need to have higher time frame confluence for us to, take the trade. And this is where Bullion Bullz trading system is very different, because it's going to help people become disciplined in their trading. And the reason I've built this system with my team is to ensure that we also become disciplined traders, and we don't try to, take every trade or take random trades, which eventually ends up, you know, in blowing accounts, or, blowing our personal accounts, blowing prop firm accounts. So you guys, you can see that price is coming down. It potentially could tap the orders and then reverse, or this could be a start of the new trend. We just have to wait, because a lot of orders will be sitting here, because what price is doing is price is coming back down, filling that entire gap, and then potentially reversing back up. For now, we just need to keep an eye on the price and see how the price is going to be behaving, because the overall time frame is still bullish, and we don't want to go against the overall time frame. Because let's say even if we don't find a trade today, we can come back tomorrow and look for a bull trade. Or if since then the overall time frame has turned bearish, then we will try to look for a bearish trade. But for now, we're still bullish. Yeah, this could just be, them trying to take all the orders. These are orders that guys who were not able to jump into the market when the market pumped last night. So we just have to wait for now and see if we can get anything. Yeah, the market is extremely volatile. You guys want to stay away, because look at the ATR. ATR is 8.88. This is telling you that every candle is almost 80 pips. So you don't want to be entering the market right now. Staying away is going to be the best option for you guys. Even for me as well. Like, I don't like to enter markets when they're extremely volatile. Like, you want to have maybe 20 pips, 30 pips. That's a lot better. Entering when the market is like 80, 90 pips, you're going to hit your stop pretty fast. And if you do want to enter, take small positions. Yeah, it could be that, price is just coming down to take liquidity, which is the orders sitting there, and then price might just reverse from here, which is also the previous day high. Let's see what happens here. He might say something that would, make market again start to push to one side. So we just have to wait for now and see what happens. Yeah, for now, anyone who's joining, we're still bullish. We're still bullish, and like we might not be able to find any trade the way it looks like, right? Like we'll try to go for 10 a.m. like almost like 1 hour extended, because if there was not a lot of movement in the morning, we would see movement coming in now. We just have to wait and wait for our setup to form. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time for setups to form, so we're just gonna wait, guys, and wait patiently for our setups to form. Just for now, uh, watch President Trump's what he's saying. I'm just gonna quickly watch that and then see if we can find another opportunity once the dust kind of clears. See if we can find another opportunity once the dust kind of clears. Yeah, as you guys can see, what they did is they brought the market down. They took out all the orders that were sitting there. They filled the entire gap that market created during the Asian session last night, and now we should expect to see price starting to push back up, because the war is not settled up to now. There's still a lot of uncertainty in the market. We just have to wait. Yeah, guys, it's still waiting. We're still waiting. Market is still hovering pretty much at the same level. It has taken out the previous day high, which is the Friday high. Just waiting to see, you know, how the market responds at this level. Gold is in a trend phase, so we are only like we always look for, you know, trend direction. Like if something is in the direction, like if something is trending like this, like for example, gold is trending, is bullish on higher time frames, so we're only looking for buy trades. If we don't see any buy trades, we will not be taking any trades today. We'll try to find more trades during the Asian session. However, for now, we will just wait. I think Trump is still speaking. I think it's this, I guess. Yeah, guys, so for now, we are just waiting, okay? Yeah. Yeah, guys, I think he's late. Nothing has started up to now. We're still waiting. Market is kind of, holding still. The orders have been taken. The like market has already tested the previous day high, and now we're just waiting for market to then reverse to start pushing back up. This could just be a range, as I mentioned earlier, right? So we can just see potentially a range from here to there. The price just kind of ranging between these two levels. Yeah, like actually we can't really do anything until we have, you know, President Trump speaking, because once he speaks, after that we're going to have more clear direction, which direction the market wants to take. Like even the volume is kind of mixed right now. Band is mixed. So we can't really take any trades right now. We just have to wait. Especially with our setup, like you will be able to we'll be able to find multiple entries, but normally during our live streams we will only try to take only one entry. We'll only focus on one setup, like one trade per live stream. This actually keeps us, you know, we stay disciplined, we stay restricted, and we only have one chance to take the best setup. Yeah, the market is pretty slow right now. We don't see any movement in the market. Even though candles are big, but the structure is not ideal for trading right now. Yeah, it's just pretty slow today and volatile as well. Not a lot of movement. Not a lot of movement today in the market.
You bring the prop firm account, whether it's FTMO, Top Step, URFX, Funded Next, Apex, or FX Utopia. We handle the trades.
Breakout trade still remains. It's still active right now. I haven't canceled it, and I won't cancel it unless I see something really here to dissuade me from getting in. So continuing to watch here, guys. VG, specifically TPET. I'm probably not really looking at STAK that much anymore.
बिल्कुल सही है भाई. वाओ. बाप रे. रेट से मैं बोल रहा हूं, वो रेट है 650 का रेट. 650 के रेट से इस एनालिसिस को किया है मैंने. अगर मैं ऐसे जोड़ूं तो दिस इज अ 941 पॉइंट्स मूव. ठीक है, बट अगर ऐसे जोड़ूं, ब्रेकआउट के बाद ही जोड़ूं, तो भी 650 700 पॉइंट मूवमेंट स्टिल रनिंग. क्या बात है यार. अब देखो, अब आएगा मजा, अब आएगा मजा. अब फॉल कर गया. फॉल के बाद जो है ना, अब इसको दे सकता है. लेट्स सी, वो हम लोग देखेंगे. 200 पिप्स से लेके मार्केट अभी 250 पिप्स का मोमेंटम दे चुका है. कि हम लोग अगर किसी एंट्री पे देखें, आउट रनिंग बट नो अपडेट इन टेलीग्राम, बोरिंग लगने लगता है भाई. 1:100 नंबर कहां है आपका?
Yeah, guys, I think he's just late. He's just late, and market is rejecting this level very, very nicely. And we're gonna just wait and try to see if we can get our setup formed. Our setup is gonna be formed on the buy side today because we are bullish overall. So we're just gonna wait and watch for now. Yeah, the market is completely range bound right now. It's completely range bound. It just doesn't. It just is. It's just not allowing us to take any setups right now. So we're just gonna wait and see, if we can find any entry. For now, it's just range bound. Yeah, the live stream today was started a little later because I believe that when there's news in the market, especially red news in the market, you don't want to be really uh, starting before the news because market is waiting for direction until after news, and normally the market takes its direction 30 minutes after the news. So normally what best practice is to on red news days, you want to wait until 30 minutes after the news because that's the only time you will be able to see a clear direction in the market, and that will help you actually be able to take good trades. So we're just waiting, guys.
के एक दिन का लाइव जो भी लाइव देखना है करेगा, नो डाउट वो उस समय का परसेंट का ट्रेड था, बट ये आपको अगेन ट्रेड भी बन जाएगा, याद रखना इस बात का। ठीक है, ध्यान से सुनना इस बात को। देखो एक बात नोटिस करो, मैंने आपको 2-3 दिन पहले से एक ही चीज क्या रट रहा हूं। अगर आप कल का लाइव, परसों का लाइव, रोज का लाइव देखोगे तो आपको पता चलेगा मैंने आपसे एक बात बोली है। अरे ये जो है ना फिर सब उड़ जाएगा, यही दिक्कत है, रिमूव करता हूं। ठीक है, सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट बात क्या आपको बोली थी कि ये जो लेवल है दोस्त, याद रखना कि जब भी मार्केट गिरता है एक शार्प फॉल के बाद मार्केट साइडवेज होता है, एक शार्प फॉल के बाद मार्केट साइडवेज होता है, एक शार्प फॉल के बाद मार्केट साइडवेज होता है, और मार्केट रिट्रेस भी करता है। ऐसा नहीं कि मार्केट सिर्फ फॉल किया, फॉल 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 तो जीरो हो जाएगा ना। आप समझिए, अगर मार्केट 98,000 से गिर के 60,000 आया, 38,000 पॉइंट गिरा, हालांकि सारे पॉइंट्स हम लोग शॉर्ट का भी देखे हैं, तो क्या मार्केट जीरो हो जाएगा? अगर होना है तो हो जाए, बट इस तरह टेक्निकली होता नहीं है। तो क्या होगा, कहीं ना कहीं से रिट्रेस करेगा मार्केट। तो हम नहीं जानते हैं कहां से रिट्रेस करेगा मार्केट, बट अगर रिट्रेस करता है तो हमें डेटा मिल जाएगा कि एक बार बड़ा बायर आया, और उसको देख के हम लोग अगला ट्रेड प्लेस कर सकते हैं। तो द वेरी फर्स्ट ओपिनियन इज कि मार्केट जब यहां से प्रूव किया था 20% का एक दिन में मोमेंटम करके कि दे आर अ स्ट्रॉन्ग बायर, ये सबसे तगड़ा बायर है। अब हमने क्या देखा कि ये जो बायर है, इस बायर के बाद, ठीक है, इस बायर के बाद जो नेक्स्ट अटेम्प्ट में बायर फाइट करेगा वो तब करेगा जब वापस से सेलर अपने पीक पॉइंट पे पहुंचा देगा। तो उससे पहले बाइंग आया, नहीं सस्टेन हुआ, बाइंग आया, नहीं सस्टेन हुआ। दिस इज द कैंडल जहां पे जितने भी एवरेज बायर्स थे, मतलब कि जो इस कैंडल के बाद डिस्काउंट रेट पे खरीदने वाले लोग थे, ये सारे कौन थे? वो डिस्काउंटेड प्लेस में बाय करने वाले बंदे थे, जिन्होंने बीटीसी में इन्वेस्टमेंट करा होगा या जो भी करा होगा। उन सबको मार्केट ने इस कैंडल में लपेट दिया। और टेक्निकली अगर आप देखोगे,
Yeah, it's just market's pretty slow. You can see price is starting to move inside the band. Whenever that happens, price is in a compression phase and there's not a lot of movement in the market. Yeah, it's taking a while for him to start. Like he was supposed to start at 11. It's already 1 minute, 1 hour. It's almost like he's late actually. So we just gotta wait and watch. Because like nothing's gonna happen in the market until he speaks. Once he speaks, then we would start seeing, potentially a push in the market. But for now, it's just sideways range and not a lot of movement. And not an ideal time to actually take any trades. So we're just gonna wait.
तो ये किस दिन का चार्ट है? 24 डेली कैंडल में, और कुछ नहीं। अगर मेरा पर्सपेक्टिव आप देखोगे, मैं डेली कैंडल में इसको देखा था तभी, ठीक है। तो मैंने देखा गया कि ये हार के जीत के आ रहा है, और हार के जीतने वाला प्लेयर्स जो होता है वो बाजीगर कहलाता है। और ये हार के इस रेड कैंडल के बाद आ रहा है। तो अब जब इतने बड़े सेलर्स को इसने हरा चुका है, तब इसका रास्ता में रुकावट है ही नहीं, क्योंकि रास्ता में कौन इसको रोकता है? देखो, या मार्केट गिरना चाहता है, मार्केट चढ़ना चाहता है, बट उसको अदर प्लेयर्स रोक देता है। अभी क्या है, मार्केट चढ़ना चाह रहा है, इस लिक्विडिटी से मार्केट चढ़ना चाह रहा है, इसको कौन रोक रहा है? अदर प्लेयर रोक रहा है। अदर प्लेयर ही निकल गया, अदर प्लेयर जीत के हार चुका है। तो अब इसको रोकने वाला कौन है?
Have a nuclear weapon. I said that from the beginning. They're never going to have a nuclear weapon. They were on the road to getting one legitimately through a deal that was signed foolishly by our country. And finally, we're ensuring that the Iranian regime cannot continue to arm, fund, and direct terrorist armies outside of their borders. And we thought we had a deal, but then they backed out. And they came back, and we thought we had a deal, and they backed out. I said, you can't deal with these people. You got to do it the right way. Today, we grieve for the 4 heroic American service members who have been killed in action, and send our love and support to their families. In their memory, we continue this mission with ferocious, unyielding resolve to crush the threat this terrorist regime poses to the American people, and a threat indeed it is. We have the strongest and most powerful by far military in the world, and we will easily prevail. We're already substantially ahead of our time projections, but whatever the time is, it's okay. Whatever it takes, we will always, and we have right from the beginning, we projected 4 to 5 weeks, but we have capability to go far longer than that. We'll do it. Whatever somebody said today, they said, oh, well, if the president wants to do it really quickly, after that he'll get bored. I don't get bored. There's nothing boring about this. Do you agree with that, Pete? I don't think there's anything, Mr. General. I think there's nothing boring about it. Somebody actually said from the media, I think he'll get bored after about a week or two. No, we don't get bored. I never get bored. If I got bored, I wouldn't be standing here right now, I guarantee you that, to go through what I had to go through. We also projected 4 weeks to terminate the military leadership, and as you know, that was done in about an hour, so we're ahead of schedule there by a lot. But please join me in thanking every American service member who bravely is standing in harm's way. They really are incredible, and I just want to thank you. We have a lot of them right here. Thank you very much. Thank you. improving the building. See that nice drape? When that comes down right now, you see a very, very deep hole. But in about a year and a half from now, you're going to see a very, very beautiful building. And there's your entrance to it right there. In fact, it looks so nice, I think I'll save money on the doors because it can't get more beautiful than that. I picked those drapes in my first term. I always like gold, but I think we can save a lot of money. I just saved curtains. But, and it'll be spectacular. It'll be the most beautiful ballroom. I believe it because I built many a ballroom. I believe it's going to be the most beautiful ballroom anywhere in the world. And when you hear all that hammering out there, you know why the First Lady is not thrilled exactly. She said, will the pile drivers ever stop? You know, they go from 6 in the morning till 11:30 in the evening. Can you imagine? Here? You know what? To me, that's a beautiful sound. She doesn't like it. I love it. You know what? To me, other than here, because we're donating it, not a penny to the taxpayer. It'll be under budget, ahead of schedule. It'll be 400 million or less. Most people say 400 million or more. No, it'll be less. But when I hear that sound, that beautiful sound behind me, it means money, so I like it. But my wife isn't thrilled. She said, this is getting crazy. I said, don't worry about it. We'll be all finished up in a few months. But now for the reason that we're gathered this morning to recognize the unsurpassed courage of 3 really incredible American heroes, 1 living and 2 no longer with us. So together, we recognize the exceptional valor of Master Sergeant Roderick Edmonds. And maybe I could ask your families to stand because they're beautiful families. I got to meet them, and please. So Staff Sergeant Michael Ollis and Command Sergeant Major Terry Richardson, as they receive our nation's highest military award, the Congressional Medal of Honor. And we're pleased to be joined by Secretary of War Pete Hegseth. He's busy, very busy guy. In fact, I said, if you want, Pete, you can avoid it. General Raisin Kane also, and they said, we don't avoid this one. This is one you wouldn't avoid for anything, right? So we appreciate that you're here. Secretary of Veterans Affairs, who's doing an incredible job, Veterans Affairs, Doug Collins. Doug, thank you. You stand up, Doug. You're doing such a good job. 92% approval rating. Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Dan Kane, who's known as Raisin Kane. I liked him when I heard that name, Raisin Kane. I said, if it's true, you're my guy. And it's true. It just turned out it's very true. He's a great guy and a great general. Secretary of the Army, Dan Driscoll, and Army Chief of Staff, Randy George. Thank you. Thank you both, Dan. As well as Senators Tom Cotton, Bill Hagerty. You guys were great on television this weekend. I'll tell you what, can't have a better representative than both of you. Thank you very much. And Representatives Tim Burchett, Jack Bergman, and Nicole Malliotakis. And we have a few others sitting here, but I'm not going to go through it because we have far more important people to honor today. Oh, we have Tom Homan. I got to at least mention Tom Homan. I would be a stand-up, Tom. What a job. Zero people coming in. We had millions and millions of people pouring into our country now. I'm not even sure I can believe this number is 0, but it is given out by Democrats. Democrats from the last, and they're rated for the last 9 months. We had 0 people come illegally through our border. Right, Tom? So I want to thank you very much. Thomas Paine, Sammy Davis. That's an interesting guy. Where is Sammy Davis? We have a big story here, Sammy. You've heard that all your life, I'll bet, huh? And Edward Byers. Stand up, please. You all look good. We all look good. We remember the ceremonies. All great. It's a great honor. There's no greater. I tried for myself. I've tried numerous times to get one by myself. I keep getting shut down. They say, you can't do it, sir. Bad protocol. Very bad. I would say the worst. But I'm only kidding. You don't have to say I'm only kidding, otherwise the press will come out with it, which they actually did once. Donald Trump wants a Congressional Medal of Honor, but he's been shut down. But now you are brave, amazing people. And I want to thank you all. In 1941, Roddy Edmonds of Knoxville, Tennessee, enlisted in the U.S. Army and soon rose to one of the youngest master sergeants in the military. In 1944, he sailed to Europe to fight in World War II, and he was so enthusiastic and young and full of vim and vigor. Roddy soon found himself on the front lines of the Battle of the Bulls. That was a big one, massively outnumbered by enemy forces. His 1,200 soldier unit fought valiantly until they were completely overrun. The force was massive on the other side, many times number. After a 4-day death march, one that was covered very well by the history books, through bitter cold, they were put into a German POW camp. Roddy was the top-ranking infantryman in the camp. He was number one, meaning he was responsible for the lives of his fellow service members. On July 26, 1945, a Nazi SS officer issued an order over the camp loudspeaker, loud and strong. He said that only American Jews were to show up to roll call following this morning. He added, all who disobey this order will be shot immediately. There were more than 200 Jewish American soldiers in the camp, and Roddy knew their separation from the group would mean certain death. So that night he summoned his team and devised a plan. The next morning, all 1,200 American men fell in line together, shoulder to shoulder. Enraged, the Nazi commandant rushed forward, drew his Luger pistol, and pressed the barrel between Sergeant Edmonds' eyes. He barked at Roddy. They cannot all be Jews, he screamed loud and again, and staring straight back into the raging face of evil.
Yeah, it seems like there's no volatility right now. There's no movement right now in the market. You can see as Trump speaks, the market just kind of comes to standstill. And that's what these are the times when market doesn't have a lot of liquidity. There's not a lot of volume in the market. Price becomes choppy, and it's not directional. And how do we want to trade? We want to trade directional trading. We want to take directional move. And right now, there is no direction in the market. So we're just waiting for now. Or what we'll do is we'll just call it a day today because there is no movement coming in the market. I'll join you guys during the Asian session, and we'll try to see if we can find any opportunity during the Asian session because we'll have a lot cleaner market by then. Okay, see you guys during the Asian session. This will be our first Asian live today. So yeah, we'll start pretty much at I'll start we'll have to see what time we start Asian session, but if you subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, you will know when we come live. So for now, we're just gonna call it a day because it's gonna take a while for the market to start setting up to become bullish again. So we'll have to wait for now. Okay, guys. See you guys during the Asian session. Okay then. Bye.